welcome to the channel. I am out today, this morning, Sunday morning, doing some more work on the pump house. And I think that's made an appearance a couple times in videos. I did a small time lapse on it. And nothing really fancy, basically just going to be moving the pressure tank and electrical and everything for the well over to the smaller pump house so I can take down a larger shed that's fallen apart. But I'm probably not going to show a lot of the construction on video, but I wanted to show you all the poor man's carry-all that I have on the back of the Kioti. Works out pretty handy. I had a buddy give me one of these luggage racks that you put into a hitch. So you can see behind me that I have all my tools on it so I can drive them up from the shop up to the well house, and it lowers down, and I have it connected to a Titan attachment 3-point receiver hitch, which I can also use to move my trailer around. So it's pretty handy, but I'm gonna give you a little peek at that, show you what I've been doing with it, and show you how cool it is and how easy it works. So thanks for coming along, and let's get after it. Using my, or I did yesterday anyway, use my little bucket, homemade bucket lift. Got it strapped onto the forks, and you can see that the unsteady, or I guess unlevel ground is not awesome for a ladder, and so my little lift works pretty well for getting me up there, giving me a flat platform so I can do the work. This is the 3-point hitch that I was talking about from Titan Attachments. I think I got it on sale for like 65 bucks. And it works really well for moving the trailer around or any number of other things. Anything that you can put a hitch on. I actually moved the dump trailer, no problem with it. And what's nice about it is you can just pull up, lift up, and move it without having to get on and off the tractor, move it around up and down the hill and whatnot. So I'll show you how convenient this is as it lowers to the ground. All right, so you can see that put your tools right down on the ground where we can roll the compressor off and get busy with it. And then when you're done, don't forget to lift it up, which I've done once or twice. But yeah, you just lift it up and you're back on your way. Worked out yesterday because I worked out here for about 3 hours working on the well house and whatnot, and then saw the big dark clouds moving in and decided, hey, so let's pack it in. Got everything loaded back on, and by the time I got down to the shop, then it started raining, so worked out perfectly. But it just comes in handy. Maybe I'll take a few shots of what I'm doing here, but for the most part, you get the idea. And I'm just gonna be building this well house so that, like I said, we can house the pump and pressure tank. Might even try to get 2 pressure tanks in here. We'll see how it goes. So here's another angle. Basically, I'm just sheeting this, and then I'm gonna paint and trim it. But yesterday I got 3 sides on it, and I don't claim to be a carpenter, but I think it's gonna work out fine. I'll obviously trim the top there of the sheeting, and I need to put blocks in between the rafters and whatnot. But it's basically just going to be a basic well house, and then I'll trim up the corners and the seams, put some exterior paint on, and we will go from there. This large opening, some people are going to probably wonder about, and that is where I'm probably going to end up bringing the pressure tanks in. And then the well is actually in this concrete box, and I'm going to be building an addition that comes out from the well house that encompasses that entire concrete box or cylinder or whatever that houses the well. So it'll all be insulated and covered, and basically have a access door, trap door that you can get in and out of. You can see some of my lumber is from concrete form, so trying to recycle, reuse where I can. The reason I left that big opening there is because of that, I think they call it a dog leg that comes out. I think that's what they call that when you build something out. It'll be like lower than the rest of the well house. One of the reasons I left that all the way open is because the door that I purchased, that you guys probably remember, is only a 24-inch door, and with the door jamb, I'm not 100% sure I'd be able to fit the pressure tank through the doorway. So I wanted to leave enough room to get it in another way. There's the door. It's been sitting out here a little bit and it already needs another coat of paint. That's okay, it was only a $12 door. So anyway, that's what we're up to today, and try to keep you up to speed on the progress we're making on it. Hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit more done today and show some progress. All right, hey guys, so I'm gonna call it a day. Have most of the sheeting on, and have the roof panels on as far as nailed down, and The dog leg that I'm working on for the well is still floating around in my head. So I got that big piece there and I have it set to do a cutout. I'm just kind of mapping it out in my head right now, what I'm going to do with it. So in the meantime, I'm going to let it sit and stew and we'll figure it out. But the big orange toolbox works pretty well as far as moving things around. So I didn't bore you with all the details and all the noise of the compressor and the nailer, but you get the idea. It's coming along. And another day, it looks like it might rain again, so I'm gonna move my projects probably indoors, or at least move my equipment indoors and then putz around the rest of the property. So thanks for coming along, and I hope you enjoyed the little progress we're making here, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.